Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who may be wondering, you see there's alcohol out in front of me here, there's alcohol behind me. All right, well, it goes to show you we do like our alcohol. Okay, but everything's put away for today. We finished up a good day of training, and we just want to sit back and relax with an adult beverage, okay, like a lot of us out there do. So, here's to us. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sly, and welcome to our second episode of Tales from the TOC. We've been really busy here at E.A.S.T group over the past few weeks. We had a Carbine 1 and 2 class. We had our Streetwise Defensive Tactics, which is a really good class, especially if you're a new concealed carry holder. It'll be your next step that you want to venture into. And then we had our new Crash College course, Defensive Tactics, taught by our medic and IT guy, Jason. Really good. It was received really well. And also our Intro to Vehicle Defense. All right, also a really good class. Everybody liked it, had a lot of good participation in that. So, plus our normal law enforcement training that we've been doing also. We also finished up just this past weekend with our Ladies Fun Day. This is our 4th annual event with our ladies groups, and they also invited some of the local first responders in for a little of the competition. It was a good day, and based on a USPSA IPSC title competition, so it went really well. And it was good, good training. Put all their tactics that they learned throughout the year to use in that competition event. So a couple things we want to talk to you about this evening, or this afternoon I should say, is targets and training. First, we're going to talk about targets, all right? And what we feel is the best target out there. Hey Jeff, you want to bring me our special E.A.S.T group targets?
Yes, sir. There you go.
This is Jeff right there, his primary target. Our special E.A.S.T group target, look at that. What do you think? All right, $3 for 500 sheets. All right, we get that asked a lot. What kind of targets we use here at E.A.S.T group? All right, we don't use nothing more but a piece of copy paper. You know, that's all you need, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need to spend $2 on the target. The people that want you to spend $2 on the target are the people making the targets. If you can keep your shots on target, say at 7 yards, say in a second and a half from the draw on this piece of copy paper, you got it made. All right, we don't need anything special. When people say, well, what if you want to get more accurate and you really want to try your accuracy? I said, watch this little tip. Just watch this. This is really amazing. All right? Look at that. Now we got circles and squares. All right, now we could be really accurate. 2 shots, 2 shots, 2 shots. We'll put 3 down here just because we have some extra ammo to shoot today. All right? It's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need a special target. Every once in a while, all right, break out something just to make you feel good. You're taking the kids out to do a little plinking on the weekend with the 22. Yeah, grab a zombie target. Grab something that bleeds, all right, if you want to spend $10 a target, all right, for a special occasion. All right, but everyday training, this is all you need, all right? And like I said, spend the rest of the money on ammo, all right? So that's all we got to say about targets, okay? Our next thing, training, all right? Just because you have that concealed carry license doesn't mean you know how to use that weapon. About 5 years ago, we stopped training or teaching concealed carry here at E.A.S.T group. All right, worked out really well for us. Filled up all the classes. Was very profitable for us. All right, so I woke up one morning and said, I'm not signing these certificates anymore because people thought that's all they needed. All right, and they still do. You know, we have a lot of new gun owners out there that go out, get a gun, pick up their concealed carry license, and don't train a lick after that. All right, what they're doing is all a great disservice because we know with the current administration that we have, they're trying to take our guns away. If one of us makes a mistake with those guns, even if it's a righteous shoot in self-defense, they're still going to hang us out to dry. All right, no matter how all the good things we do, it's the bad things they're going to look at. All right, so we owe it to ourselves to train and be the best we can so that situation ever arises, we'd be able to handle that. All right. So training, it's vitally important, all right? Come out and do some training, all right? Learn how to draw that weapon. Learn what the trigger's all about. Learn what the sights are for, all right? And learn how to get that weapon out of that deep concealment holster. The guy at the store sold you, thought it was the greatest thing in the world, and you find out when you get out here that it doesn't work at all, all right? These are the things we work on here at E.A.S.T group, all right? Remember our mantra, bullets are inbound, and you have very little time to get that weapon into action, okay? Remember, you're behind the power curve already, all right? Reaction is slower than action, okay? And we're trying to play catch up, all right? So you owe it to yourself to train. Even law enforcement nowadays doesn't get enough training, you know? they're out, they qualify once, maybe twice a year. Maybe if they're lucky to get out to the range, maybe one other time to do a little bit of training. But other than that, every other thing takes precedence, all right? Here's one way to look at it. When I was in the military, all right, two things that were important. If it costs money or somebody can get hurt, we're not going to do it. All right? Now, things that are free, all right, we practice putting on a tourniquet all day long, which I'm not saying it's not important, but you can only do that for so long, okay? Once you get skilled at it, let's move on, okay? Radio communication, sure, we all know how to use our radios and or our cell phones nowadays, all right? But after a while, that gets old. But the things that really count, all right, shooting, driving, two of the most important things as a law enforcement officer or military guy, all right, we don't train those, all right, because they cost too much or somebody could get hurt. So when it comes time to use that weapon system or drive that vehicle in a defensive posture, okay, it's not the time to think, holy shit, nobody ever trained me how to do this, all right? You've got to get out and train, ladies and gentlemen, all right? And you have to train correctly, all right? Checking your equipment is a #1 priority. Whether you're a concealed carry holder that's carrying a weapon for the street to defend yourself and your family, or a law enforcement officer that just got a brand new triple retention holster that he can't get the damn gun out of, all right? It's real important that you train with that so you have that unconscious competence. You don't even have to think about it when you draw that weapon system, okay? So training is good, all right? We need that. All right, and you'll get it here at E.A.S.T Group Training. You just have to come out and do it. All right, so many people think just because they have a gun, they automatically know how to use it. All right, well, hell, I got a guitar, you know, in my living room. All right, sets up on a nice stand. I said, do I know how to play it? Hell no, but I thought it would look good if it's sitting in the corner there. People think I know how to use it. All right, but I'm not betting my life on that guitar. All right, I am betting my life on that firearm, though. A couple of classes we have here at E.A.S.T Group that'll help you along is our Practical Pistol Intro. Basic 4-hour course that'll help get you ready to take future classes. All right, we'll talk about belts, holsters, magazine pouches, all right, things that you need, all right, to continue on that journey. These are the things that will help you and set you up for the next class, which is our Practical Pistol class. Now, that's a full 8-hour class, and that's where we get into sights, triggers, all right, grip, stance, all the bases that you need to hit what you're aiming at, all right? Speaking of hitting what you're aiming at, I tell you, a lot of our classes here at E.A.S.T Group, we tell people all the time, if you're worried about the ammo shortage, the classes we teach here, we could teach a lot of them without even firing a shot, all right? Because it's not about the shooting, it's about everything that's involved getting ready for that, all right? So once we teach you the proper stance, the grip, sight alignment, sight picture, we just confirm all that with a few rounds downrange, all right? So if you're worried about your ammo budget, don't worry, we'll handle it here, okay? All right, and we'll still give you some ammo to take home with you. Speaking of going home, dry fire. Dry firing at home, duplicating all the things you do here on the range, all right, without actually firing the ammo, goes a long way to helping you prepare for the next time you come to class, all right? All our instructors here at E.A.S.T Group and our families, we're always dry firing, especially over the winter time. We're sitting here, all right, in the TOC around our wood stove, all right, talking about what we're going to do for the following year, and we're dry firing, okay? We try to get at least a half-hour dry firing in every time we meet, which is at least a couple times a week, all right, and it goes a long way to help us instruct our classes next year. We've learned a lot of things along the way, especially with our Red Dot class, all right? It was a learning experience for a lot of us past couple of years, but we've really found out what works and what doesn't work, and we're able to pass that on to other students, which is coming up here in September the 4th, I'm pretty sure. People want to get into the Red Dot, but unless you know how to use it, it's going to be more of a hindrance than a help. That's pretty much all you got to say about training, except one more thing. You know, the world is, and the United States in general, it's just, it's going to be a rough place, all right? And training might become real important to us all here in the future, okay? There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, Afghanistan right now, all right? And I just would like to send our thoughts and prayers out to the families and loved ones of the Marines lost in Afghanistan the other day, and plus the ones that were wounded, all right? And to hopefully bring them home safely in a timely manner. The job they do goes unnoticed by a lot of us as we go about our day-to-day lives. But it's because of them that we have the freedoms that we do right here in the good old United States. All right? So like I said, when you go to bed tonight, say a prayer for those that are away from their loved ones tonight and bring them home safe. Okay? As you probably noticed, my sidekick isn't with me tonight. All right? And I really do miss him. But unfortunately, he called me this morning and said that he wasn't very good today and his mother has him in timeout. All right? Whatever that is, I don't know. It wasn't time out when I was a kid. You know, they just whipped your butt and sent you on your way. But so we'll find out more when I talk to my daughter. But anyway, we'll have him here next time for sure. So for all of us here at E.A.S.T Group, like I said, have a good evening. Like I said, and look us up on the web, eastgrouptraining.com, and come on out and do some training. All right, we have a lot to offer. Right. Thank you for your time. Be safe and have a good night.